Was fucking good. Welcome to this very early edition of the Chiller Sunday Fight Night Frankie live stream. How we doing, motherfuckers? What's good in the goddamn hood? How you doing, Chris? What's good, my G? How we doing? How you doing, Aaron? What's good, my man? I know, man. I know. My favorite fucking stream of the week. We're here. We're live. I had to do an early one today because I can't go on at 1:30. I've got to head to the airport in the morning, so I ain't fucking around. I know, Aaron. Congratulations on finishing those midterms, my brother. I knew Fluffy was gonna win. I know I wasn't saying it with chest, but he did it. He fucking did it, and I'm over the moon. I'm over the fucking moon. I can't believe it. I mean, I can believe it. Fluffy's, Pereira's retarded, but how you doing, B7? What's good, bro? How you doing? I hope everyone is well. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Give me a break. I've got a long fucking flight tomorrow. Let's bring that positive energy today. I need it. Yeah, nice one, Aaron, man. Big dog, Aaron. Congrats, bro. I know what a big relief it is when you get that final word done. Man, I still have nightmares about doing assignments. I used to agonize over every sentence. Sometimes it would take me hours and hours. I'd be going over the same one. If only I put the same energy into my YouTube career, I'd be a superstar. The thing is, yeah, I had a parlay on, yeah, that had Pereira at the end, and it was due to cash out for $350, and I got a cash out offer of like 160, and I was like, I'll wait to see how Pereira does. As soon as I saw him land a couple of shots and Fluffy was still there, I just cashed out immediately. So I was kind of lucky because I saw the writing on the wall, and that was like 60 seconds in. Apparently, all the problems that were plaguing Pereira this entire time are still there. And I'm glad because I thought the UFC was trying to do Fluffy dirty on this one. I thought they were trying to get rid of him. So, I'm bricked off there, bro. I'm still bricked off now. I'm gonna be riding a hard brick for, well, at least a week until we get next week's card. And I'll be off my tits by the time that card rolls around. I'm kind of thinking I might try and do a watch along maybe, but I'm gonna be in Bangkok. It's probably gonna be like 9 o'clock in the morning or some shit. Maybe I'll do it in a strip club. Make it a little bit different. You know what I'm saying, boys? I'll roll like that. Although I say strip club, I just mean a club because every club's kind of like that in Bangkok. They can't really help themselves. But yeah, we'll see. Not quite fluffing my fluff. I haven't gone that far yet. My jerk off material is still Bilal crying when Leon. I'm still riding high on that. So if Hamzat loses, they have to match him up against Fluffy next. I think Fluffy would beat him. I legit do. That's why they won't. That's why they won't do that. We know they will give Hamzat a title shot if he wins, as undeserved as it is. I think Fluffy is a big problem for anyone at middleweight. He's got a chin. He's relentless with his pace. His striking's good enough to hang as well. He's not a terrible striker. He's basically like the Marab of middleweight, but he's got better striking than Marab. He's a problem. I've been saying this for a while. If you look back at my discography, so to speak, at the very start of the year, I made a video saying that Fluffy was going to be top 5 by the end of 2024. Obviously, that's not going to happen now because he got injured, but he was on track. He was on track. Making the food page went out there for sure. You got my full support, brother. I hope you do it. Get on it. Are you going to be on cam though? That's what I have to ask. Or are you going to be a pussy and hide? That's my question. I would strongly advise that you go on cam, even if you're an ugly cunt. Because at least people will laugh at you and call you Raquel Pennington or the Raquel Pennington equivalent. How you doing? How you doing, bro? What's good? What's good? NOFC, Mr. Moody himself. How you doing, bro? He reminds me of Kane on the feet. Yeah, he's not. He's not like crispy or technical or anything, but he's effective. He's effective, and the thing is that he hides like when he's hurt very very well. You can. There was a look at the like when Pereira landed that body shot, and he thought he had him, and then Fluffy kind of looked at him and went, "You just saw Pereira's face go, and he was done. Like, cash out, cash out, cash out, cash out." You can see when the soul just leaves a man's body. It was that exact moment. Good to see you here, Mr. Moody. No, I'm. There is nobody higher on Fluffy than me. I was genuinely scared for this one because I thought Pereira's looked great at middleweight. He's really good with his shots to the body and whatnot. I thought this could be a tough one for him. Nope. He fucking dog walked him. That was a fucking beating. That was a legendary beatdown. Mikel is a total fraud. Shake my head. I'm not surprised by this. I'm really not. And at least the thing is though, I think Pereira's going to go on and beat a lot of other people at middleweight. It's just people don't know how good Fluffy is. They're probably aware of it now. He's still going to get doubted a little bit. I've picked Fluffy all the way in his career. Apart from against, funnily enough, Rodolfo Vieira. I thought he was going to lose to Rodolfo Vieira. I didn't know who Fluffy was at that time. Give it time, No Chill. By the way, No Chill, congratulations on your top 1,000 fighters. I finally managed to watch through nearly all of it. I've still got I think about 80 to go. Highly entertaining. And retarded as fuck. Learn to count, you silly bastard. But it was very entertaining. Like when you jump down to 500 and then back up to 800, I was confused. I thought something had happened to my phone. And then I remembered who I was listening to. But brilliant video though, man. And congratulations on how successful it's been. If you haven't seen No Chill MMA's top 1,000 fighters list, I'm sure most of you have in here. Give it a look-see. Fucking brilliant. Fluffy has already beaten Brendan Allen when he was in the LFA. Brendan Allen, I mean, he might get Brendan Allen next. They might do that. If Brendan Allen's stupid, he'll take that fight. And I hope he does. I am special needs. We all are. You have to have a certain amount. I think it's 30% tism to be an MMA YouTuber. I reckon I'm at about 69%. I don't know how showing my face online will affect my copper career. Oh yeah, there is that. You could do you could wear a fucked up mask or something while cooking, or do a Clark Kent type thing. I don't know. You'll figure it out. I find that it depends on what type of videos you're making. I don't know how you're gonna do a cooking. Well, you could do a cooking channel without showing your face, I guess. Get a creative mask or something. Some realistic guys for Fluffy. Delidze's one they could do. He's coming off a win. I think he'd batter Delidze as well. I think he'd beat Ngannue, and I think he'd beat Vettori. I don't think there's a lot of guys that can beat Fluffy in middleweight. And I know I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I've been saying this for a while. I said it at the start of the year. I think he's top 5. Or use a funny filter. It's not a bad suggestion. Wear a gimp mask. That'll get some attention. Like I said, it depends what kind of content you're making. If you're doing lives, then you absolutely have to do a face reveal because I think people engage with it a little bit more. Only certain fuckers can get away with it. I don't like Hamzat Chimaev, Mountain Man. Good to have you here as well, by the way, brother. Happy Sunday. Sorry for the early one, guys, but like I said, I'm off tomorrow morning and I need to get some sleep. I'm way more hyped for Ilya and Max, obviously. I'm intrigued by Bobby and Hamzat. I really want Whitaker to win though. So I'm nervous for him because he's gonna have everything ripped from him if Hamzat somehow pulls it off. I don't know. The guys I worry for him are if Hamzat would get destroyed. Hamzat has a serious gas tank issue. You think Fluffy is a nightmare for him. How you doing, Ali? What's good, my man? Good to see you here. Excellent photo of is that Paul Craig? You fucking savage. Sorry, I'm already behind on chat. There's barely anyone in here. Sorry guys. Hang on, let me just That's what I would do. How you doing, hole in Dan's sock, you fucking beauty? Yeah, to be honest, yeah, even before the Burns fight, I was saying he's never going to be champion. And but I thought he was going to walk through Burns. He didn't. I thought he lost to Usman or maybe got a draw at best. Impa would beat Fluffy. Now you're smoking budge, mate. Impa Kasanganai is terrible. But he's good enough to be champion in PFL. It's PFL though. I mean, quite a few of us in here could be a PFL champion. But yeah, I think Hamzat would get destroyed by Fluffy. The thing is with Fluffy though, the UFC are a bit weird like that. Fluffy is a good person to have elevated in the UFC. He's like, he's very well spoken, apart from saying fuck you every 2 seconds, which I can relate to. I do that a lot myself. He's just a nice person, and he's actually he has like a blanketing style that's actually quite exciting it's intriguing to watch him suck the life out of people. Paul Craig, I'm a massive fan of Paul, even got his t-shirt, got to support. You're a Scot. As an Irishman, brother, I don't know where I was going with that. Welcome. The marginalized UK Chads up in here. How you doing, bro? Did he beat Eblin? And Eblin, dude, he beat Eblin. Eblin's shit as well, though. Eblin is another guy who would get torched in the UFC. Eblin can't strike. He's dog shit. Paul Eblin versus Fluffy. All right. Hang on a second, guys. Sorry, my face is going to light up like a Christmas tree here. And before you start saying I'm ugly, everyone looks ugly when they get light all over their face, especially when they're ugly already. All right, give me a second. I think this is a fair question. Oh, it's already on mute. Perfect. Hang on a second, boys. I think a lot of people are going to be like, who? No, it's not Q&A. Wait, sorry, guys. Go back. Huh? Sorry, guys. Start a poll. There we go. Give me a second here. I think Fluffy would melt Eblin. I think Eblin is dog shit. I legit do. I mean, he's terrible. The only good. Yeah, all right, fine. I love Scotland. Ireland is the only other country in the UK that I like. If you mean Northern Ireland, then yeah. Us Republican Chads keep it real. We're never going to be part of that mess. Paul Craig. I do love me some Paul Craig. Paul Craig has some great wins considering how dog shit he is. No offense, brother, because he kind of is. Bit brain dead. But I am Canadian, so I would understand not being welcomed with open arms. No, Scotland is pretty it's a pretty nice place to live. I was in Edinburgh for a little while. Taz! Yeah, I love Scotland. Edinburgh is a beautiful city. But like I'd rather go on the outskirts. Like I've got an uncle that lives somewhere. I don't know if you've heard you probably know of Lawrence Kirk, right, Ali? I've got an uncle who's a GP. He lives in Lawrence Kirk. I don't know exactly where that is, but we used to go there sometimes in the summer. It was fucking sweet. Used to go strawberry picking. It was well fruity. Frankie was crashing out on people's streams yesterday. I thought I was crazy. This guy is a fucking wild man. I wasn't really in anyone's live streams yesterday. I went to I was in Dougie's for like 20 minutes. I was in Paradoxes for a little bit. I was just about, man. I didn't join anyone's lives until like very close to where the main event was kicking off. I was just kicking back because I was watching both. I was watching PFL and UFC at the same time. Mostly PFL, I'll be honest. So I was trying to kind of concentrate and just enjoy the fights for once and not get involved in just talking shit in the chat. Scotland has a lot of Canadians. Scotland has become quite diverse. Oh shit, I might have dreamed it. Yeah, I didn't go live yesterday. I was in a couple chats. That was about it. I don't really do I reckon they would. I reckon Scotland would be a great place to fish. Just a hunch. I was fucked up yesterday, bad, and I smoked only weed, Taz. That's pretty low key for you. I have to say. How are your Cowboys doing this weekend? Have they played yet? Frankie was being an MMA YouTube chadho on Saturday. I fucking was not. I was not. I was in two chats, and it was mostly paradoxes. I might have been around for about. I am a whore, but I wasn't a whore yesterday. Yeah, Paradox did a watch along yesterday. He had Sniff on, who's always fucking entertaining, and JVD was on as well. He was pretty fun too, so it was good. Yeah, Docs hasn't been live as much as in the past, but hopefully he's gonna get back on it. Shout out to Paradox the fucking Chad. America was founded on Anglo ideals and realized by Scot-Irish belligerents. That's the perfect way of describing it. That's exactly what made America what it is. Irish men spreading their seed everywhere as we do, pumping everything that walks. Chris, I had no idea. Yeah, Paradox used to go on live all the time. He hasn't been going on live as much lately because he was working, but I think he's getting back into the swing of things now. And I think he's scared of his stalker. No names mentioned. I mean, he's terrified of going on live now. Dallas has a bye week. I hate when that happens. I mean, if I was a sports fan, I would. I tried to go on Doc's stream yesterday with Sniff, but Buddy didn't pick up the link in chat. Maybe he thought you were a troll coming in. That's the risk that you get with doing like random panels. You get people jumping in and trying to get their dick out and shouting the N-word at the top of their lungs. It happens a scary amount of times. But we do it for the jokes anyway. We do it for the bants. It's kind of worth it. This Spain looked like he improved his grappling somewhat. Yeah. Oh man, my fucking laptop's not charging again. There's some weird shit going on with this laptop. This is going to be a problem. I bet you know I'm going to get to Thailand, yeah, and this fucking laptop's going to crash out on me. I don't know what's going on. Not charging again for some reason. Shit. I'm lucky I charged this laptop. So it's really dodgy. I'm hoping it's the charger and not the laptop because that would be a disaster. Come on, bitch. Fuck it. You're going to Thailand? Yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I'm gonna be there for 10 days. I'm turning 40 at the end of this month. So it felt like the right thing to do because like I said, it's like a seminal birthday for me. And I don't think my family were gonna make or my friends were gonna make any kind of effort out of it. I mean, fair play to them because I'm a cunt. But I figured if I wanted to go and have a good time on a seminal birthday, I should take matters into my own hands. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Hence the impromptu trip. I just decided last week, fuck this, man. I'm getting out of here. So I'm going to have 10. That's what the thumbnail is all about as well. It's going to be a nice week-long, 10-day. It's 16 hours. 16. It's 11 if it's a direct flight, but because I jumped on it so late, I have to have a stopover in Qatar. So it's 6 hours, 6.5 hours to get to Qatar, and then another 6.5 or so to get to Bangkok, which is going to be fucking love. You guys know, man. I could talk all day about Thailand. Flying solo, I am. Yeah, a friend of mine is going on a. Funny enough, yeah, my friend's coming along as well, but he's jumping on a later flight than me. What is going on with this laptop? Do you know, I'm just gonna ignore it. Yeah, 16 hours, but I'm kind of used to it by now. You know, you bring a good book with you, and the layover is actually quite nice. I'm so used to it by now. I just get a nice book with me because I don't really sleep well on planes at all. So it'll be fine. When you split it 6 and 6, it's actually fine. It's no biggie. It's about 6.5, 6.5. And I'm flying with Qatar Airways, which is quite nice to fly with as well. They're quite a good airline. It's pretty comfortable. I mean, airline food's never good, but it's bearable there. Fuck, I was yeah, bro, that would have been sick. I'm gonna have like 5 or 6 people with me, and my sister's flying out as well. I might actually put her on. I might actually get her to jump in on one of the live streams, maybe, just to have something a little bit different. I'm definitely gonna have to jump up in some of those crazy bars and do some live streaming up in there, but I'm gonna have to be careful with it. Sounds like a good time. How many Harry Potter books can you read over 16 hours of flying? I've read all the Harry Potter books. I don't have any shame in that. Actually, one of my favorite authors released another one of his books came out last week, so I'm gonna hit that up, and I'll probably get through that on one of the flights. And I've got a few like in the backlog that I can resort to. I'll probably bring like a Switch with me as well. God, this charger's pissing me off. It will suddenly randomly start working in a minute as well, which will just annoy me even more. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna have a wild one. I'm not doing. There was some of the guys were talking about like going to different islands and stuff like that. I can't be fucked, man. Like after flying for 16 hours, the last thing I want to do is travel more inside the country that I've taken that long to travel to. If I was there for like a month, I might go around. Keep the Thai lady boys away. I'm gonna try. The thing is, yeah, like I make jokes about this all the time. If you can't tell that they're lady boys, you're gay. It's fucking obvious. It's fucking obvious. How you doing, Ghost Faded? Again, a fucking epic way to enter a chat. We've nearly got into the ladyboy talk. We got 20 minutes of MMA talk out of this for once, which is fucking unusual in here. I'll tell you that now. Let me take this off. Hang on a second. Let me take this camera off. No, it's not the camera. I don't know what's going on with this charger. My battery will die out of nowhere, and then suddenly it will start charging again. Usman said no to fighting Ian Gary. Don't blame him. Does nothing for him, really. That kept stretching every 20 minutes to give the whole flight a big whiff of smelly curry armpits. How you doing, Ghost Faded? Good to see you, bro. Did I hear Hamzat just pulled out? I'm not going to fall for that again. Let's be honest, though. None of us would be surprised if he did. By the way, guys, if you're just coming in here, if you could smash a like, I'd really appreciate it. We've got 23 people in here, and I don't know how many likes. It's not 23. So hook your boy up. How were you able to tell? Does one scrap mean one scrape more than the other? Sniff, is that you in your profile picture? Who's gonna have to fight down again? I've lost track here. The obvious ones are the obvious. There's only one way to spot traps. The thing is, though, this is the reality, yeah, of lady people go on, yeah. This is the bullshit thing, yeah. People go on, yeah, like ladyboys in Thailand are out there to trick you. Yeah, they're not. Because the thing is, yeah, if you take a ladyboy back to your hotel room, yeah, and they reveal themselves to have a dick, they know they're going to get beaten up probably. So they want to avoid that. And most women will go out of their way in Thailand to stick your hand down their pants without you even asking, to confirm that they are indeed not a dude, which is quite helpful and disgusting. I kind of miss when Usman was champ. I don't. Oh, actually, now that Bilal's champ, you kind of got a point. That's my trans daughter, Sniff Lesnar. How you doing, though, Sniff? That was a very, very fun live stream you guys did on Saturday. I wasn't really around too much in chats because I just wanted to enjoy the fights, and I had stuff to do that night, so I was kind of half watching the fights. But I did jump in; it was very fun. He also should have never been the pound for pound number one. Usman should have never been. It was just the glazing that went on with that guy was crazy. He probably had too many rematches for a start, and he basically only got good towards the end of his title run when he started getting that jab going. Outside of that, he was fucking boring to watch. So that's my opinion on Usman. I don't miss him. Yeah, man. If you, Moody, if you ever go, that's basically what they do. Are you a moonrock dabbler? I don't even know what a moonrock is. What is a moonrock? You know, I'm very uneducated when it comes to narcotics, as we've discovered multiple times in here with my filthy ignorance. But yeah, that's what it's like out there. Like, the only thing that's a bit disconcerting in Thailand, yeah, is the women there are very forward. Very forward. Especially when you're a gorgeous individual like me. Oh, MDMA. Nah, man, I've never done it. I've never done it knowingly. I'm pretty sure I've been MDMA bombed a couple of times because all the markers were there, and my friends were standing around like chuckling a lot and watching me trip. So it's possible, but it's never been confirmed. Told you about my mates. They're and the guy that I'm going with, going to Thailand with this time, is the drug general, mate. So it could get fucked up. I'm expecting some wild times. One of you needs to send me some. What is that? I can type my address in chat. Sniff, everyone knows where you are. You've been doxing yourself for years. By the way, Sniff, what was that video all about you released today? I haven't had a chance to look through it properly. I noticed it wasn't your voice, and I was like, eh. What was that about? I'm going to have a good watch a bit later. Hamzat could have had a title shot too after he fought, but Hamzat doesn't deserve a title shot. Hamzat should be on the verge of getting kicked out of the UFC, period, at this point. He can't get into America. He's arguably lost his last fight. He's pulled out of too many fights. He's a pussy, man. I don't like Hamzat Chimaev. I never have. I was never on that Hamzat Chimaev stuff. And I think I'm going to be vindicated. It's about the usual suspects. Yeah, Francis, man. I'll say what a performance. Renan Ferreira is just not good. He's just not good. I can't believe I ever thought there was a possibility that he might win. I was talking about years ago. I see what you're saying. If Francis would have stayed in the UFC, he would have KO'd everyone. This might sound a little bit controversial. I think John Jones would have beaten him. Genuinely. Because John Jones is very elusive. He doesn't really get hit that much. And also, if Ngannou tried to take it to the ground, if Hernan Ferreira wasn't completely retarded, he could have triangle choked him on the bottom. The position was right there. Francis clearly hasn't got that. He's not. I mean, Francis has improved a lot from being just a swing him. Do you know what I mean? But you can see by the positions he was in, he'll get his neck fucking snatched if he fights like that against anyone good. How you doing, Crossover? Shout out to Crossover MMA, one of the real G's up in here. If you could subscribe to his channel, He's on a fucking rampage at the moment. Does great live streams, and it's just a general. But don't ever get in a room with him because he'll make you look like a little pussy. Dude's massive, and in a good way. He's not like massive and then he looks like an orange. He's genuinely just like a huge dude. So stay away from him in person. But subscribe to his channel and show him support. John would only succeed when he has a size advantage. Yeah, I mean, there is that element to it. John Jones is a very for all the shit talk I give John Jones, and he has lost some fights. Let's be real. He's a very high IQ fighter, and Francis Ngannou is not. None of the heavyweights are. I think Tom Aspinall would beat him because it's a completely different situation. But yeah, styles make fights and all that shit. I think John Jones would have beaten Ngannou. All right, poll: John versus Francis. Let's fucking do it. Oh, Fluffy with 71% over Eblin. Sensible chat. All right. I don't even think John Jones thinks that he'd beat Ngannou, but he would. In my, you know, I've got to stop giving my opinion before I put the. So then you guys just do the opposite. There's your poll. I'm very interested to see how this one pans out. Ngannou wins. I'm assuming most people are gonna pick. How you doing, Juice Man? What's good, brother? We're doing an early Sunday stream today because I'm out of here. What is going on with my charger? I give up. So hopefully I'll be able to. Hopefully I've got enough juice to stay on for at least another hour. I guess we'll find out. I say I give up and then I'm trying it again. Oh, it's bizarre, man. This is a $3,000 laptop. What a joke. It's a shame you're never going to get the heavyweight trio of Francis, John, and Tom at the same time. Would have been epic. John Jones would have never fought them, though. This is the problem. We would have been blue-balled into thinking that he was going to do it, and then he never would. That's the problem I've got with it. John Jones is a pussy. But having said that, I think he would have beaten Francis. Yeah, Chris Gray's getting that food page. So, Chris, are you going to do like an Instagram thing or are you going to do a YouTube thing? How you doing, Larry CTM? What's good, man? We haven't got into... We had a little bit of Ladyboy talk, Larry CTM, if you just... But we managed to veer it in the right direction. We're actually talking about MMA and fighting right now, which we don't really do around here. I'm thinking of changing the name of the channel again to like Bumhole. Just Bumhole. Or Finger Bang MMA. Something like that. I would win, knock them both the fuck out. I've never seen you B7, so I'm going to assume it's possible. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, have you guys got any ideas for what I should do for the live stream in Bangkok? I want all wild suggestions are accepted. I'm down for any wacky suggestions. Who have you got, Tapuria or Max? I've got Ilya Tapuria. Bumhole Raider MMA. I'm not a bumhole raider, officially. I'm not willing to admit that on stream. Who's Cal going to fight? I think Cal should fight Fluffy. Ginger Bang Fight Night MMA. No, not Pennington MMA, Sniff. Sniff, I'm never going to forgive you for starting that, you know. Never, never, never. I'm going to be stuck being called Raquel fucking Pennington for the rest of my YouTube career. Tell the Thai ladies I'm single and I'll marry them if they get here in the UFC. In the US, you'd be amazed at how you don't even have to tell them that. Just tell them you'll give them like a bed and a fucking, what do they drink over there? Like it's not Red Horse, that's Philippines. There's another one. There's another Thai bit. Chang, could be Chang. Just tell them you'll give them a Chang and a bed to sleep in. And I'm not shitting on Thai women. A little bit, but that's just how they are. You don't really have to try that hard. I also got Superior. I'm going to be pissed if he gets a spinning kick and breaks his nose in the first round. Yeah. Max ain't the guy to knock people out, so I don't know. I mean, I know he's done it, but like, it's going to be an interesting fight. I think it could be a war. I don't think Max is going to get knocked out like a lot of people seem to be suggesting. I don't see that happening. But I don't know. It's a tough fight. I suppose if you think that Max and Ilya are going to go the distance, you would think that Max would probably win. But I think Ilya is way too technical for him. His striking is actually textbook skilled. Fluffy has finished everyone during his win streak he's been on. He has. And to get a finish in the 5th round, I mean, I know it was a bit of a gimme, but like, that was a very impressive performance. They're doing Fluffy dirt. I don't know what the issue is. I don't think they like guys who are just like nice people and good fighters and a bit shy. The UFC doesn't go for that. It's a bit weird to me. I don't get it. They're not the easiest, Chris. I'll be real. They're not. They're not the easiest. They're easy, but they're not the easiest. There's a few countries that are just like there's no effort involved. As long as you don't look like a ball bag, which doesn't really matter that much either, you're good to go. So you've been to the Philippines before? I've been there loads of times. I've been to both the Philippines and Thailand about 40 times each. I'm not even joking. It might even be more than that. Take from that what you will. Mikael Pereira should fight Paulo Costa. I like that fight. Paulo Costa's in a rough spot right now. I think they might do Paulo Costa and Roman Dolidze, though. I think that might be next. I can't remember who mentioned that, but he was on pace to 49-42 Pereira on one of the scorecards. Bro, he pretty much 10-8'd every round apart from the first round. He beat the piss out of him. Pereira had no offense. That should be the epitome of like 10-8 rounds. Are the scorecards out there? I'd love to have a look at them. 49-42 sounds about right. He pretty much 10-8'd second, third, fourth, and he was 10-8 in the 5th as well. I got mad when Fluffy didn't call anyone out. Fluffy doesn't care about MMA. When Fluffy says like, oh, I don't even know who's in the top 15, I believe him. I believe him. And this is the problem that I have here, because Fluffy's one of those guys, yeah. He doesn't ask for anyone, and he fights whoever they tell him to fight, and they still don't give him fair fights. They basically put Pereira in there because they thought Pereira was gonna duppy him. That's what they thought. The UFC thought Pereira was gonna beat him up in the first round. Blatantly. Cleary gave Fluffy 10-8 for round 2, 3, and 4. Of course he did. 10-8 all day. Like Pereira did nothing in rounds 2, 3, and 4, and 5. He was pretty much just playing defensive the entire time. Fluffy is incredible. He doesn't look that... But again, I've been saying this for a while. He's got a high fight IQ, and he's relentless. I think after Paradox interviews Vittori, he should put in his YouTube bio, "Welcome to my channel where I discuss all things MMA, occasionally interview bums." That would be cold. I crossover. If you were here at the start, that's exactly what I said. He's the middleweight Marab, but to be fair, he can strike better than Marab. He's actually got good... And middleweight Kane ain't a wild one either. But the thing is with Cain Velasquez, yeah, is occasionally he had moments in his career where his cardio let him down. Like when he went into altitude. You could put Fluffy on the moon and he would still be going. He needs to stitch his lobes. Yeah, those fucking sellotape clumps come off immediately. I don't even get why he does that. I mean, they're not that bad. Yeah, the Cain Velasquez comparisons are decent, but we've seen Cain Velasquez gas. Fluffy could do that for an hour. No problem. And who do we know at middleweight that has a gas tank like that? And he's got a chin. He's a bit soft to the body, but the thing is that he hides it so well. He's just a Chad. He's a Chad. Would you get that Fluffy chest tat for a free full English breakfast for life? Yeah, probably would. That would save me a lot of money. I have a budget for English breakfasts. Has to be done. At least 2 a week. No, I haven't had one in about a month, so maybe that's bullshit. Guys, 308 is almost fucking here. Even for me, I'm West Coast time. Yeah, man, 308 is going to be pretty good. I mean, the two fights at the top of the card alone, that card is amazing from top to bottom, pretty much. And we deserve it for such a crummy year. We really, really do. We deserve like a stacked card that's actually going to be really good. They owe us, especially after that dog shit on the weekend. Fluffy is not that big. He's doing this to big. He's relentless and he's got a chin. Middleweights don't tend to have good cardio. None of them. I think we get to see Fluffy versus DDP at some point. I want to see that. But they're going to do Fluffy dirty. What's going to happen to Fluffy is they're going to keep giving him these dodgy matchups, and then eventually someone's going to catch him. Those earrings are gross. I want him to get flatlined because of it. Man, how can you... I'm the biggest cunt in the universe. And even I like Fluffy. You can't not like Fluffy Hernandez. He's just such a nice dude. Kane's nickname was Cardio Kane. You're absolutely right. Cain Velasquez was known for just being... He was known for being that guy in the gym and known for being that guy in the cage. The thing is, though, I think it was against Dos Santos, and it was in Mexico City, I believe it was, which is bizarre to me. But he gassed out in like 4 minutes. That is never happening to Fluffy. But the comparison's fair. They strike in very similar ways, and the way it was relentless takedowns and really good pressure on the ground. And that's what this is what I'm saying. I don't mind wrestling, yeah, especially when the way that Fluffy does it. He doesn't just get you down and just lay on you like he's Brandon Allen. He beats the shit out of you. Kane was chinny as well. Fair play. A bit chinny. A bit. He was a bit. And Kane's going to jail. He pleaded no contest, right? Oh, that was against Verdum. That was it. You're right. It was against Verdum. Bang on there. Bruv, I've been saying this for a while as well, Mountain Man. As soon as I see someone looking like a juiced up, like a what do I call them? Balloon animal is what I call them. That is not the best base for MMA. Looking like a bodybuilder and looking muscled up ain't the way for MMA. It ain't. Dad bods, skinny fat is the way for MMA. Looking like a sack of milk is the MMA build. I'm not even joking. Like Fluffy Hernandez is a legit middleweight. He probably walks around about 10 pounds over middleweight. He is a lesson to all of you that like spending all that time juicing up and doing all that shit. That ain't the one. Cardio bitches. What Wadoom said he got brain damage, some welt in his brain or something. Who? He does. Lane, I fucking love Fluffy. I've been saying this for a while. I love Fluffy. I do. KFC build. That's exactly what it is. When you see Fluffy go into a training camp here, he looks like a mess. He looks like a fat fuck. GSP, I mean, I'm not saying you can't be muscular and be good, but I'm just saying, like, it's not the best base. I feel like that's more in spite of it. Like, GSP was good in spite of looking like that. Muffin Maxin. Yeah, I fucking hate, I hate saddlebags, or what do we call them in the UK? My brain has gone to shit. I think Fluffy might beat DDP, but he's never going to get the fight. I'm going to take a drink every time you say Fluffy. MMA is full of aesthetics merchants. Yeah, it's a lot of like, I want to look good in my underwear and not skill building. It's not the one. All Mexican MMA fighters that are lightweight and above have the same build. Love handles. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah. I've got little love handles. I hate them. They're not very prominent, but they're there. It's the one part of my body at my age that I can't. I've been asking Sniff for like advice on how to get rid of them. Saddlebags. They're very small, but I can't get rid of the last little. Also, I'm not willing to put the fucking work in either. I think people are kind of overdoing the whole Mikhail gassing immediately thing. Like Fluffy didn't just start winning. This is the thing, though. That's what people don't understand. When Fluffy starts doing that to you, you're fucked. You're fucked. Fluffy versus Baralho. I said the exact same thing. That's the fight that should happen because Cal Baralho was kind of He was 15, and then you got Cannonier, who just come off like a very recent like KO loss. They should be Cal Baralho. It's like when people are up in arms about Umar getting Song Yadong. No, he got fucking Corey Sandhagen when he was number 12. He should be fighting Song Yadong. That's the fight he should have had originally. Sage is a free agent. He could thrive in karate combat. BKFC would be fun, but he's not gritty enough. Yeah, that jaw break he got in his first fight and won was brutal. Fuck. Yes. Sage Northcutt is a victim as well. He's definitely not going to be back in the UFC. We know that much. Karate combat's he's probably going to end up in karate combat. Sage is all right. Mikel Pereira does not do any road work. There's no way you can have that cardio if you do run. That's bro. It's amazing to me how very few MMA fighters just do that. Just get on the fucking road and run, man. Cardio's the name of the game. You got to have a good cardio game or you're fucked. It was a weird card all round, though. Mikel been on that good stuff. Wouldn't know it the way he fought, though. It was a shocking... But as much as people say it was a shocking performance by Pereira, I think it had to do a lot... Like Paradox was suggesting, yeah. Shout out to Paradox the Chad's channel, by the way. Subscribe to Paradox the Chad. I imagine most of you in here are already. I think it had more to do with Fluffy putting that pressure on. He does that to everyone. In order to beat Fluffy Hernandez, you've got to beat him. You've got to knock him out in the first round. You've got to. Because he does all the things that just drain your tank. And especially when you're someone like Pereira. Pereira looks shell-shocked after about 120 seconds. He was like, shit, this guy's not going to go anywhere. And you just saw his face. He was like, he just looked across and was, I can't do it. I want to see Francis in Ryzen so we can see him soccer kick some fat Asians. This is the problem with Francis Ngannue as well now, man. Who's he going to fight? He's got no one. He's got no one he can fight now. I run at least 10 miles a week. Drastic change in my cardio. I don't think you can actually replace running. Yeah. I mean, I would advise anyone to get on a running game, but don't overdo it. He should do a free... Yeah, Sage Northcutt would be perfect in one of those kids' movies. He's got that look, that cheesy look. But good on you, Cayman Rider, man. Keep that up. And shout out to you, by the way. Do you think Nate Diaz can come back? No. No. Should never come back again. I actually started liking Nate Diaz much later on in his career because I used to think he was a buffoon, but I quite like him now. But nah, no comeback for him. No, he made it look close against what's his face, Tony Ferguson. Don't put him in there again. It'd be shocking. Hamzat would show Fluffy that there are levels. No, he wouldn't, Sniff. Hamzat would get dominated. Hamzat would have a pretty decent first round. And then he would get melted. He would get melted. Fluffy Hernandez would destroy Hamzat Chimaev. Legit. Let's put it this way. Put it this way, Sniff, yeah? He's not going to submit Fluffy. Because his submission game is not really that good. And he's not going to knock his ass out because Fluffy's got a chin. All Fluffy has to do is get to the end of the first round. And he would. And then he would just fucking fold him. He'd melt him. It's a terrible fight for Hamzat, which is why, again, the UFC will never do it. Do what, Frankie? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Frankie, do you enjoy tuna? I don't like tuna. Tuna is for poor people. I said it. Up your wallet game, man. Stop eating tuna. Who is next for Fluffy? Let's have a look at the rankings. I think they should do him and Cal Baralho. That would be the right thing to do. Let's pop this up. Let me just get the gay porn closed. Hope I don't click on the wrong one. All right, let's have a gander. Yeah, they could do like Cal Baralho. I don't think is booked yet. That's who should be next. Because really, if it was fair, Anthony Hernandez should probably be ninth, or he should not be below Roman Dolidze. He's below Roman Dolidze. Think about how mad that is. Fluffy Hernandez has been on like a 7-fight win streak, and he's behind fucking Roman Dolidze. So I would say if I was Fluffy, I would take, because he's probably going to get bumped up. He's not going to get. Here's the thing: Fluffy's going to stay at 13. That's what's fucked up. He's going to stay at 13. He should be moving to like 8, but they won't. If I was him, I would take on Baralho or even Ngannue. There's options for him. Yeah, you tell him, Paradox. Sniff is talking out of his arsehole again. Not for the first time. Tuna ain't delicious, bro. Tuna is poor people food. Oh, sardines are definitely poor people food as well. Hamzat is 12, fighting Bobby at 3. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. The preferential treatment that this fucking toe rag gets is unbelievable. Unbelievable. It should be Fluffy getting that fight. Sorry, you're right. I've said Fluffy an unnatural amount of times. Can anyone beat him? In the top, looking at the top 15, I would say Adesanya would probably beat him. Cal Baralho would be interesting. Sean Strickland would be interesting as well, because Sean Strickland won't gas out as well. I think Sean Strickland would be an interesting fight, because Sean Strickland, he's very defensively responsible in the striking. Like, he's very hard to hit. He can also grapple, and he's got great cardio. I'd love to see that fight. I think Sean Strickland would be an interesting one, and I think Imavov might be all right as well. I don't know. Spending a lot on food doesn't make it better. Michelin-star restaurants are the biggest psyop. I mean, you're kind of right, but not really. Obviously, price doesn't guarantee quality, but a lot of times it does. I can tell you what does. I can tell you what is true though. If you pay very little for something, it's definitely garbage. Does anyone know a pancake recipe without Googling it? Jeopardy time. Oh, Taz is now putting dicks in the chat. We're really getting into the Sunday stuff here. Hamzat beats DDP. No, he doesn't. Hamzat's going to lose on the weekend, bro. Why are you suddenly so high on Hamzat Chimaev? What's going on with you? Yeah, Mountain Man, enjoy your dons, bro. Hamzat's cardio could get better realistically. We saw what happened with Drickus. I don't know. I'm until I see the thing is that even if Hamzat dusts Whitaker, is it that impressive? I would say not really. Like you said, we saw what DDP did to him. He absolutely ran through him. Hamzat could beat Whitaker in the first round, but if he doesn't, he's fucked. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I'm basically gonna wait with my fucking bet slip here until the end of the first round, when Hamzat has an astonishing first round, and then I'm gonna put everything I've got on fucking Whitaker. I was talking about Hamzat before the lip scar. Wasn't he born with that? Dana just said that they're prepared for heavyweight's future now. What do you mean? Prepared for heavyweight's future? They're fucking not, man. Heavyweight's been fucked. But the only good thing we're gonna get is obviously Tom Aspinall is gonna reign for the next 5 years at least. So we're gonna get him. We're gonna get to see him squashing everyone. And what we'll get, in that March card, I guarantee it. In that March card, we're gonna get Tom Aspinall versus Alex Pereira. I'm assuming if Jones and Stipe retire, when they definitely are, Aspinall Pereira. That's what they're doing. That's why they gave Pereira Roundtree in the first place. Keep him as champion. Vietnamese food is bomb. Usually $2-3. A lot of food for a few bucks. Even Chinese can't compete. I guess that's fair. I guess that's reasonable. especially if you go somewhere that's like relatively like like a cheap country, and you get food that's like fresh out of the ocean or whatever. I suppose you're right. I thought he was born like that as well, but I'm willing to have that conversation. Aspinall's going to have to wait for Alex. I think Aspinall's prepared to do that. If Stipe is a true legend, what he should do is the day of the fight, he should pull out. And then we can all watch while John Jones scuttles away, and then we can just end this entire thing once and for all. I'm willing, because that card is shit. 310 is awful. Let's be real with ourselves here. If Jones and Stipe bucked out of that card, would any of us really care? It wouldn't make that much difference to the card. No one cares about that fight. Hang on a second, boys. I'm still here. Yeah, I just need to try something because my laptop is going down at a dangerously high rate. Fucking hell. Piece of shit. All right, hang on, boys. I'm back. Don't the Vietnam. I mean, if it's good rat, then it's good, isn't it? Good's good. Doesn't matter where it comes from. Just don't ask. Alex and Tom both hinted at fighting in March. It's definitely what's going down. They're definitely doing that. They're slowly building that up. Tom will bring his cool pool goggles if he fights John. This is what's going to happen. Stipe just needs to do us all a solid. Pull out on the day. We know Jones is going to run away. He's going to go, nope, I didn't agree to this, blah, blah, blah. And then he's going to fuck off. And then we can just end it. Do you not have a cooling pad for your laptop? No, I don't. I didn't think I needed one. But should that stop it from charging though, is my question. Is that what's happening here? That it's too hot? It feels kind of hot. You might be right. That might be why it's not charging. You could be right. But why has this problem started now? Let me see if I can put it on like battery saver or whatever. Maybe that'll make a difference. It's on battery saver. All right, I've put battery saver on. That's bizarre. It's bizarre. How did you do that, Paradox? That's pretty impressive. Mossad spyware is draining your battery. It's probably all that porn I'm watching. Not that I do that. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. Put your laptop on an ice tray. How retarded do you think? Okay. I was about to say, how retarded do you think I am? And then I remembered it's me. Uh-oh, it says I've got no internet. Am I still here? I think putting it on battery saver turned off my... Anyway, hang on. Sniff is Mossad. That's it. Give it back to him. Give it back to the cunt. It's according to this, I've got 42% battery, which should give me... It's not telling me how long. Fuck it. Yeah, how did you do that, man? You just turn your keyboard upside down. Oh my God. I guarantee you, yeah, I'm going to come off the fucking... Yeah, Jax here. By the way, Jax. Another successful video for us, bro. Jax, my fucking laptop is doing this bullshit again. I don't know why. It's not charging. And then as soon as I go offline, it will suddenly start working again. It's a fucking joke. But whatever. I hope this doesn't happen when I get... If I have to buy a new laptop, I'm going to be irritated. Paradox knows the cool tech. Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool, man. By the way, you guys haven't given... By the way, shout out to you, Jax. Again, I'm sure most of you in here are subscribed to Making the Walk. But if you're not, then get on it. DJ Hayden taught him well. Yeah, I need some ideas for like what to stream when I'm over there. Any degenerate suggestion is welcome. I'm fully down. I'll if it's too fucked up, I'll just say no. It's not going to be like when Chris Gray got me to wear a wolf onesie to UFC 304, which I still haven't sent the pictures out of, by the way. I need to do that. Gotta go, brother. Good night. Have a good one, Ali. It's good to see you again, my man. I hope you're well. Good to see you for the first time, if that's what it was. I thought you were maybe a different Ali, but great to have you. Good to have some UK fucking chads up in here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for jumping in. Time to get a cooling pad in Thailand. Yeah, my laptop's gonna get fried over there. I don't know what's going on with this laptop. It's acting weird. It's acting bizarre. Are you going to catch a Muay Thai fight over there? I will. It's a shame that one's not going to be on when I'm there. I appreciate that, Ali. You're always welcome, brother. Usually it's a lot more fucked up in here. Sorry about that. So just be prepared, Jeff, for what's coming, because Sex Pat MMA, precisely. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We've been very low key today. We usually descend into talking about like bomb holes are like a big part of it. Usually I go on a little bit later though. But it was necessary to go on earlier today. Definitely do a brutally honest, the bar style stream with your mates. I will. I'm gonna have to ask them if they're up for it, and then when they say no, I'm gonna do it anyway. I've got a Surface Studio Pro. I've also, the thing is, if this laptop claps out, it's not gonna be the end of my life. I've got like an Alienware one sitting right here as well. But the Alienware one is it runs even hotter. So I don't know if that's gonna be helpful. But yeah, it's a Surface Studio Pro. And I only bought it last year. And it's got a big fucking blue line down the middle. I don't know how that happened. And then, yeah, man. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Crystal, how you doing, Crystal? I hope everything is well over there. Happy Sunday. As I was telling the boys earlier, I had to go on a little bit earlier today. We've got 2 females in here. This is how you know, yeah. This is the best live stream MMA channel. We've actually got real humans with vaginas in here. You're not going to find that anywhere else. It's usually a fucking sausage party. But we've got 2 beanies in this pot of weenies. Find that anywhere else, I dare you. Do hikes and animal encounter. No, do you know what? Yeah, I've been to the tiger. I've been to the tiger one. Yeah, it's fucking depressing. The tiger sanctuary. Yeah, is basically they've all been drugged up to fuck. It's really depressing. You should not be able to go near a tiger and not have it fuck you up. That shouldn't be possible. Frank has the highest female ratio. I do, and it's 2. Sometimes it gets wild in here, Lane, and we get Angie in here, and we have 3. It's fucking sweet. I mean, technically, Chris isn't a male, but it's a different thing. I had to, Chris. Doc's got tricks. This is actually, I thought I was having some kind of aneurysm for a moment there. Crystal missed the musical. I saw parts of that. What about tiger cubs? I didn't see any tiger cubs. I just saw full grown. Like full grown tigers, and I was like, this is fucked up. Like they just sat there, like they're just like doped out of their fucking marbles. And the thing is, in Thailand, you never know if they've missed the dosage or fucked someone up, and then go ziplining. I could. I probably won't. You're missing out on a good opportunity here. You're like ziplining. Come on, guys. Women try to infiltrate all the streams. It's the simps that let them stay. Yeah, you got a point. The thing is, though, Lane and Crystal are pretty legit. They've been here from the beginning. They've been here from the get-go. I value loyalty around here. Very much so. I very much appreciate it. Is it just too hot? Yeah, this laptop is really, really hot. I need to turn it off once in a while. That might be the problem. Yeah, no, we're all good, Chris. I'm not joking. Don't have sex when you're there. Try not to be a degenerate drag for once. Mountain man, this is where you confuse me very much. You are aware, yeah. I'm not going there. I'm not like a fucking sex tourist. I'm going over there to party and have a good time. Fortnite Frankie. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing. I mean, I'm going to do some degenerate shit there, but it won't be involved trying to get every STD in the fucking universe. That'll have nothing to do with it. It's more just the atmosphere. I would rather skydive than bungee jump, Chris Gray. Because the thing is with the bungee jumping, it's like I said before, you jump off and then if it goes wrong, it's like, oh, bang, like it's over instantly. Yeah, 50 subs, man. 50 subs away from 1K. I can't believe it. For some reason, when I hit 900, yeah, I just got a sudden surge. And then the real things like the weekly like topic videos I'm doing lately have been really good in terms of numbers, not in terms of quality. But they've been averaging like 1,000 upwards views a week, which is really good. Bring quality condoms along. Do a tattoo stream. Huh. Now we're getting somewhere. Maybe I will. If I can think of like a sick tattoo idea, that might be a forfeit I could do for 1K. A live tattoo stream. That's not a bad idea. Bring those glow in the dark condoms. They have glow in the dark condoms. Why didn't anybody tell me? I'm joking, man. I don't use condoms. Condoms are for the weak. Those are quality. It would be weird getting a nosh with a blow up condom in the dark, though. You've piqued my interest, though. I mean, who gets a fucking blowjob with a condom? But I feel like I have to try it now. Maybe we could do maybe what we could do is I could find like 10 randomers on the street, and then we could do like a which one's the lady boy. We could do that. I could get them all over and get them all to hold a card, and then we can get the chat to vote on which one which one has the dick. That could be a fun game. I mean, I don't think I could get 10 people in there, but maybe I could do like 5. Just get like 5 randomers over. Would that get me banned on YouTube? Get my name tattooed on your forehead. There's definitely enough space. A Paradox, do you like that one? I think that's a Bulge Hunter MMA. We could have like a special Bulge Hunter. I reckon I might do this. I'm not even joking. I might do this. I might do like a Ladyboy lineup. And we could do, but how would we do it though? Would we do like a poll in the chat? I think that's fine for the terms of service. I think I'd get away with that. I can't imagine that, Chris. I'm not a condom enthusiast. I fucking despise them. Always have. This is the one thing. Why are research and development companies not putting more into solving the condom issue? You know, like spraying your dick with something and then it actually just feels like your regular dick, but you're protected. People should be putting money into this. Whoever invents like a protective condom situation, but you don't have to have that condom feel, is going to be a gajillionaire. Legit. They need to get on. There needs to be somebody in a lab right now getting on that, because that's the real work we need to be doing. Fuck all this cancer research and all the rest of it. How can we protect ourselves without wearing a condom? That's the way forward. That's what I need to see. All right, Mountain Man, now you've just gone too far. That'll be happening off stream. Obviously. Wow, the poll has 52% in Ngannue. It's a lot closer than I was expecting it to be. Do you know what we could do? Instead of doing like a lineup, I could just go up to random people on the street and just be like, Sorry, do you mind talking to this? And then we could do a little, and then I'll say to you lot in the chat, dick or no dick. And then you can just, and then I'll say to maybe get her or him to, I couldn't get them to whip it out. That's definitely on the road to a banning. We'll work something out. I tell you what, now that you guys are aware of the idea that I've got percolating, the next thing is to bring in, is to zone it in and bring it to fruition. So next time I do a live stream, hopefully some of you cunts will have some ideas. I'm serious about doing this. I'm deadly serious. Nobody's ever done that before, I'm pretty sure. It's at least not in the MMA YouTube space, because why the fuck would they? This is a level of like tism that I think could take me to the top. What do you reckon? Like, just be honest with me. I know some of you might be glazing it off right now. Is this something that you want to see me do? Be real. Because I'm on it. I mean, they have spermicidal lubes, but that won't save you. That's the thing. I'm talking about STD protection as well. I don't give a fuck about spermicidal stuff. I mean, it's not my problem. Once the boys have evacuated the building, they are no longer my responsibility. Not my issue. It's more the oh man, what's this? Do you know what I'm saying? That itchy feeling you get. Do a shot. Your suggestions are getting very scary there, Mountain Man. You're giving me too many brilliant ideas. How much longer you think you're streaming, bruv? Not much longer. My laptop is about to die. I think I might have about 10 minutes left at best. And I haven't packed yet. And I'm leaving in like, well, I'm heading to the train station in about 9 hours. And I have to sleep as well. And I have to get my son to school in the morning. So I've got stuff to do. You can be a game changer. I think this could be the one. I think this is something we definitely need to do. So what you guys can do in the meantime, is there anybody, I don't want to leave this early. I'm really pissed off. I was planning on staying here until like 1 o'clock in the morning. But my laptop ain't going to last that long. What tattoo would you consider getting and where? I don't know. I don't have that much space left. Like, most of my arms are already filled up, as you can see. And I don't really want to get it much anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't get like a neck tattoo or anything. Thanks very much, Jax. We'll catch up soon. Jax, by the way, yeah, I need to record another topic video with you on Tuesday, possibly, or Wednesday, because I need something on Friday. I'm on a little bit of a roll, so I don't want to let that energy go. I reckon you do it. Try to get the answers without telling chat. Return to hotel and we do a dick or no dick challenge. Whoever gets one right wins a prize. Yeah, but how do I get rid of him? They can be fucking, I don't want to get him back to the hotel and then find out then. That would be weird. I don't know. I think we're onto something here with this ladyboy or not challenge. I think I'm going to have a serious think about how we make this optimizable, I guess. I'm down. Just let me know what's up. I will do, bro. I'm thinking Wednesday would be good. And final shout out to you. Do subscribe to Making the Walk MMA. What's the prize? No, you ask, then fuck off. By the way, yeah, ladyboy. Remember, yeah, ladyboys are men. Ladyboys will try to fight you. If you fuck with them. And because they look skinny and weak, you'll get a shock when they suddenly beat you up. They got man strength, remember, and they got all those fucking drugs in their system. You get fucked up. The prize is the Dick Detector Medal. You came up with that way too quickly. Jax, tell Lala I said hi. I'm sure she'll appreciate that. I need to get CJ on the next one as well. I think this laptop's going to clap out any minute. I'm so fucking irritated. I might have to start streaming from the other laptop from now on. How you doing, Oscar? What's good, my G? We've got a great idea for a live stream video we're going to do over in Thailand. I want to get your thoughts on this. We're calling it Dick or No Dick. That's the project name. It's not going to be the final name. He's obviously getting a fluffy tattoo tramp stamp. Yeah. What, on the small of my back here? Well, I'm gonna go back here and count every time I've said the F word throughout this stream because it's been an unnatural amount. You could do in real life, just go up to them and tell them to do a twirl and don't talk. And that's what I was thinking of doing. I was just gonna go and grab random strangers, or basically, because I know when I'm walking in Thailand, I'm gonna have people coming up to me. It's always females, or maybe with something under the hood, and they'll be like, "Oh, hey!" You're gonna see how much attention I get over there. It's gross, yeah. And then I'll just put them over and say, "Oh, here you go, do a little twirl," and then I'll say, "We'll have a little code, like M or W or something. We'll come up with some kind of code." Because I don't want to get beaten up by a ladyboy live on stream. That would be a humiliation that I couldn't take. We'll come up with something. It will be like JVD, and then we can have like a thing on each side. How many I think it's a great game to play. Oh no, I was talking about the fighter, the fighter that fought on the main event. FLUFFY. I'm not gonna say it again because I've said it about 400 times already today. I've been hard on glazing that guy today. And it was getting a bit excessive. You don't already have a tramp stamp? Oh, I fucking do. I fucking do. You're not seeing this on me? I mean, it's not technically a tramp stamp, but it was an Ian Gary-esque move. I'll put it that way. All my credibility should be out the window after that. But I'm still a savage. Frankie got a crush. All right, is anybody gonna go? Like, I reckon my laptop's probably gonna clap out in about 5 minutes. I can always expect Oscar to come with that hurtful energy. I'm really gutted, man. I would have liked to have done at least another hour, but apparently this is an issue that's gonna have to be solved. I would totally not want. No, you don't lie. Everyone would get off on that. To be fair, it would be funny. I've seen videos where it happens, where where a man talks shit to a ladyboy, and thinks, "Oh, it's a woman." And then they get tucked in. I know a bitch with a tramp stamp. She thinks she's a dude. Is this where you set me up as Raquel Pennington? It would be horrible. And the thing is that they're vicious as well. Think about it. They're drugged up on all kinds of stuff. And they're probably used to getting in scraps as well. That would be the end of me. Robbie Lawler has a tramp stamp. It's the mother of my children, yeah. She kind of earned it, to be fair. She's pumped out loads of my children, so probably earned. And it's a very ugly picture of her as well. And you're gonna get it covered up with something else? Nah, I won't. I won't. I have thought about getting lasered off in the past. Yeah. Why is John Jones behind by like 2%? It's more than that, isn't it? I think John Jones will win that fight. John Jones is not the most popular guy out here right now. He just isn't. Nobody's got love for John Jones. By the way, if there's any way you guys could help get this channel boosted up to 1,000 as soon as possible, I'd like to kind of. I was hoping in the back of my mind at the beginning of the year, I was like, if I could get to 1,000 by my birthday, that would be sweet. I don't think that's going to happen now. But if there's anything you guys could do in terms of sharing the videos and stuff like that, I greatly appreciate it. Get the dog subscribed, get the cousins subscribed. Let's get it pushed up to 1,000 as soon as possible. Dana has a tramp stamp that says John Jones. All right, guys. I think before we clap out, which is very soon, is there anyone live right now who we can raid and maybe get some boosts? We could do. Do you know who's online now? Who's not bad? Who's not a bad lad? Bismarck. And it looks like, oh, Rigo's in there. Rigo's in there. I've got nothing to twerk, Oscar. I've got a worse backdoor than Aylin Perez. Let me be real. I mean, it could if it was 4. That's 4 dudes. That's 4 on 1. If I got beaten up by 4 lady boys, that's not embarrassing, mate. We could go over to Bismarck and just jump in on him and say, Fight Night Frankie raid, so that then we know that Rigo's aware of me. Let's raid Bismarck. So there is Bismarck. I'm going to have to go offline now and see if I can get this fucking thing to charge. Explore Bears and Basin is live. Who's that? Who's Explore Bears and Basin? Explore Bears and Bison. What's this? Oh, you got me. We're going to go over to Bismarck. Let's raid Bismarck and give him a bit of a give the channel a shout out. Guys, much love to all of you. I'm going to be traveling between now and Tuesday, but I'll be back on Tuesday, and then we'll kind of spitball this idea about the fucked up stuff we're going to do over in Thailand, because it's going to get wild over there. But we're definitely doing the dick or no dick. That can be idea number 1, and then we'll take it from there. Boys, ladies, it's been an absolute pleasure as always. Much love to all of you.